earth is this supposed to start? Should I say, hey, Denise, what you doing? When you came onto my video, what are you expecting to see? What's the first thing you're expecting to see? Usually, okay, there's supposed to be an introduction before, you know, you get onto somebody and they come out with all these ads, but, hey man, right now, I'd love to have the cash, but I'm not into it. Secondly, I mean, if you take a look, I only have 30,000 hits, so, I mean, boom, that's 30,000 hits, and then there's 3 years, but I'm not worried. You know why? Because if I get to the end of the tunnel, at the end of my life, and I've done good for all the people that I can possibly do good, and that would be everybody in the world, not giving up my civil liberty and people pushing me around. Like today, I brought my cats, 5 of them, there were 5, one got out of the box, I don't know how, and I want to bring one home, but I brought him to the neighbor, down near an area where I was born. This is the bullhorn, the unicorn, all you need is one. Here's the 2 on this side, here's the 2 on that side. Well, I got incoming call, so I'm going to make this real quick. I got to answer it, if I could, with no video camera. Hold on, I'm going to see, can I work both these cameras at the same time? But, can you hear me, Derek? What? You can hear me, but you can't see me, right? Yeah. Okay, so just give me a minute, I'll be talking to myself right now to finish off this video. So I brought my cats down to where I work, or work and play, whatever you want, and I dropped them off at the place at the neighbor's house, Jerry, and he wasn't home, so I took the cage and I brought it behind his building, and I put the cage behind the fence, on the other side of the fence, and I opened the door for my cats. And a guy from across the street, what are you doing? Get those cats out of here, Moses, Crescenticalis. I says, hey man, what's going on? It's not on your side of the street. But the police, I'm going to call the police. I said, listen man, I says, you see the street here? I go, you have your trucks in the street 24 hours a day. People can't pass. People are almost killed in front of your place because you don't care about anybody but yourself. And you're telling me I have to move the cats. Well, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police. Let's go call the police. I stood up for myself, and there wasn't really much more to say. I just wanted to calm him down, like, let's get the police involved. Like, I can't figure out. The guy brought the cats. He said yes to Jerry, but I screamed at him. Then he says, no, I didn't scream at you. You raised your voice. Oh, if you want to see what raising the voice is, there's no such thing if you want to see what raising the voice is. It doesn't exist. When the voice elevates from one tone to the next, it is lifted. Period. It doesn't matter how high it goes. We're looking for the change. Isn't that what they look like? Hey, on the X Factor and everything, we just want to see the change. How you make the change, the tone in your voice. Anyways, I left the cats there. What do you think happened? Chemtrails came into the sky, brought a whole big old cloud from 90 miles away, that cloud was. I followed it all the way with my beam eyes. And I looked into the sky, it was right behind me, and all of a sudden it started to rain. So it might have rained on the cats. I feel sorry for the cats, but tomorrow I'm going to bring them some food. But now I'm reluctant to even want to go near the cats because the guy's going to come out and scream at me again, and all I want to do is a good thing and bring the poor cats some food. Oh my God. Whew. I almost had a heart attack because the mother's in the other room. Imagine if she's listening to me. Imagine if the mother heard that I took her cats and brought them somewhere else. Shit. Thank God she don't understand completely. But that's when I start beginning to be nice to her, and then she knows something's coming off. But she's okay, she's sleeping on the bed, she was out all day, I don't even think she knows and she doesn't know. Anyways, why did I make this video? Yes, it was all about the farm, it was all about E-I-E-I-O, it was all about Einstein, it's all about AC/DC, and guess what? I just added in one more. Apollo. Does anybody know how to spell Apollo? Apollo, the way they spelt it, is A-P-O-L-L-O. Well, it's almost like saying, hey, Polly, you want a cracker? Apollo, they name it after the Greeks because they have to follow. They must follow the old rules of because we're not in, you see, everybody thinks we're on one world. Yes, we're on planet Earth. We were put together. It's almost like they took the arms and they stretched out the arms and brought Greece down, and from this side they brought down the Middle East, and from this side on the top they put a hat on the top, and they called it Quebec Asti, and then on the bottom right up his ass, right there where New Zealand is, and the Chinese, and in the Middle East and then that area, they shoved up our ass Australia. And that's why when you look at Australia, it looks like there's a queen with a great big American coat on her back. Red, white, and you, not blue. You never get to be blue. Oh my God. Now where was I finishing? Apollo is number 59, but I have to turn this over and turn this around. A-P-O-L-O. 15 and 15, two O's. One is a po and one is a lo. One says a pole, like just a North Pole, the angel pole. So we have A1 plus 16, 116 to start off, and those are the initials of the 12 months of the year. And when you say Apollo, well, I don't know about you, but those two L's, to me, that's just like saying Bell. They're actually L's, which means she and she. I don't know how they're hooked up together, but somehow they're not virgins anymore. Because I'm trying to figure out which area that's coming out their rear end. Don't forget, the woman is like a snake. Don't you remember the snake? Who is the woman? She ain't looking like you and me. She's what she needs to be for the area she is. Just like that machine that Debbie Trott sent me. You should see this great machine. You should see these pictures he finds. This is insane. What one can think and imagine, you would never even think and imagine. That's why when you go, oh shit, how did he think of that? Get into the game, man. It's all about creative arts. Whether it's the piano, whether it's talking to somebody, how you treat somebody, it's all creative arts. So how do we get Apollo? 1 and 16 plus 15 plus 24 plus 15. To finish Apollo, you have 15, 24, 15, 24. You see this here? That's 39, 39, which is SS and ISS. It's almost like the Mississippi. Apollo is like 12 is the 24 hours a day. The 15 is the O, but the 24th letter is the X, so it's saying OX, O, which is 30, 54. 54 makes the total cube count of the base of Rubik's Cube, plus the 17 of the A and P. Oh, look at this. We got the 116 and now we got 514. Oh, that's pretty funny because the total is 54 and I put a 1 in front of it from the first one it makes. Anyways, skip that. Let me add them up. 30, 54, and 17 equals 71, 1771. In pictures, time for the tea party. Number 88 on the piano keys. 88 fingers, but many guys are going to hit the keys before this tune changes from 1771. Up to number 93, Saturn, or 103. Mercury, 10 more. 10 connect. And the 10 card in two different worlds. The 10 shows the two different worlds. Somehow they must connect between numbers 7, 8. 7 and 8, that's it. That's how they connect. You can be one row down because the 7 card, that dot is just a little bit below where the 10 dot would be on that card. So we get 17 plus 54 equals 71. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals 15. The 15 creates an egg, which means the whole story was bullshit. The same numbers in here that I see can evenly be exchanged with the Einstein numbers of 1776. Isn't that something else I did? You're going to have to look up to another video because I came on here just because I was a little stoned, and all of a sudden I'm getting all these ideas and I'm continuing on with the story. And I have Derek, who's a friend with Debbie, who just stepped on here. Hey, what's happening? Is Debbie coming back? See, I can't even hear his voice, so in a minute, yeah, I don't hear his voice. So we finished Apollo, and Apollo is 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals 15. Now we're going to take the 15 and we're going to take the 1 and the 7, and then that's going to equal to 8 is number 23. 23 equals to the spirit angel of man. How did we get 23? With the 15 ball, which is the rusty one, and the black 8. You put them together, you get number 23, because you have to recount the 1 and the 7 again, because as you change levels and go other places,
It doesn't mean position 7 and 1 moved. If you look down, you can see 7 and 1 and say, I see 7 and 1. But if you take away the sticks of 7 and 1, you ain't going to see it. So we're not counting on your memory. We have to engrave it. No matter how it's viewed, it's engraved, just like the stars in the sky. The stars where the story that you're thinking, where your memory is, where your memory bank of sky, it's just a thought away. Everything is remembered by engraving something else. It's just not transferred and forgotten, because these computers would slow down a whole lot if they were forgotten. So they build them up and they call them cookies, and they taste very good and they get you to where you need to go. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Things are happening, things are moving. I wouldn't think this way. I'm thinking faster than before. They all would say it could be the marijuana. Are you doing any cocaine? The only thing I know about Coca-Cola, I barely do any of that. Why would I do anything that's not going to enhance me for my thinking? What's that? Do I smoke weed? Yes. It's an enhancer for me. Weed, cocaine to you is like weed to me. Anyways, cut the crap. Here's the reason. Here's the reason for the zero. Don't call me back. I'm getting off now. See this right here? This is the reason why 0 equals 15. And we're going to stop it here, and I made a few mistakes, but that's okay. That's okay. Let's just find... Oh, I forgot to start my video. Nah, I'm only kidding. Raphael 7286. If there's anything that I did not do right, or if you want to look at something, this is 2 years ago I put away. Back on 1776. It's not the first time I've done this. And you want to know what's funny? Is on this thing, it says Nibiru. Nibiru says 666, 2016. GBH 86. You flip 86 upside down, it's 98. 9 times 8 is 72, becomes 72 of 86. Or 8 and 6 is 14. The difference of the 86 and 72 is 14. And that's how it began. They're just numbers, my friends. Don't forget Webster. He made up a whole lot of shit, and we believed it all our lives. And then they came up with the sources and hardening the definition of words that everlasting changed and change will change forever, just like two and you. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.